Hi, choppers. How is everyone doing? Welcome to those of you who are already who are already Go to Mimi lovers. Today this is Go to Mimi, and yes, it is me, Mimi. I'm definitely gonna be bringing you something very juicy in a few minutes. But before I do that, if you have not already subscribed and you're just stumbling on this video, please hit the subscription button right here and subscribe, like, comment, and share. Okay, you never know who is gonna watch this video and it will change your life. Okay, for those of you who have already subscribed, remember every time I blow a kiss, it is for you, my lovers. I love you very much and I appreciate you for being a member of Go to Mimi, being part of this family. I really appreciate you for the time you take out to watch my videos, to like them, to comment, to share, and to ask others to subscribe to my channel. Yes, and to the returning subscribers, only God can bless you for me. Okay, only God can bless you for me. Right now, I'm going to be talking about keeping your mouth shut to your husband. Know what to say to your husband with regards to the things that you and your female friends you discuss. A lot of times we find women confiding in their husbands with regards to the things that they have discussed with their friends, their female friends, right? You might be saying all those things to your husband thinking that you are painting that woman black, right? Let me put it that way. Thinking that you are painting that woman black. I'm trying to cover the light from the window since I'm already recording. I cannot close the window. Sorry about that. Thinking that you you are making your husband to hate that woman and love you very much, to see how good of a wife you are. Trust me, you are only teaching him how to think more about that woman. If you have wisdom, you understand what I'm saying. When your friend, your fellow woman, confides in you with regards to the things that her husband has done to her, with regards to the things that she has gone through or been through in life, it is not your place to bring up her name before your husband. It is not your place to bring up her name before your husband, because guess what? You are only teaching him to know more about that woman. At the end of the day, if those things that you are saying that that woman's husband did to her are some of the things that he will do to you in the future, right? He now knows that because that woman has gone through those things and she has endured those things, guess what? That woman now is knowledgeable about those things and she can teach my wife to how to handle these things because she has been through it. Guess what? Hobby will tell you to stay away from that woman. He's not telling you to stay away from that woman because that woman is bad. Even you yourself, you know that your friend, right? You know that your friend is, I think I should put my hand here. The light is getting in the way. You know that your friend is not bad, right? And you begin to ask yourself, but why does he want me to stay away from her? It is because he knows that that woman is power. It is because he knows that with that woman in your life, you will be a super strong woman. It is because he knows that these things that you're talking about are things that I am planning to do to you. And because somebody has told you that they've been through it, you will prepare for it and you will handle it and you come out of it victoriously. Be careful before you cut people off your life because hobby has said. Okay? Be careful when you cut off people from your life because husband said. Be very, very careful. Be it family members or friends, be very careful. You cannot be an island because at the end of the day, when he's doing all those things to you, you will have nowhere to run to. Sometimes you even go to a woman for advice. At the end of the day, this woman takes her time, takes out time from her precious busy schedule and begin to give you advice on what to do on that situation. That same night or that same day, I don't know what happens, but that same day you begin to tell her hobby all the advice and the things that that woman has told you to do, and then guess what? You're telling him to hate that woman. In those things that you're telling him, let me tell you the truth, he knows that that woman is power. From the things that you will be speaking, he'll be picking it out. And then because he knows that you will stand to benefit from this woman's experience, and because this woman is a smart woman, she's going to make you smart too, or smarter, right? And then guess what? At the end of the day, he will tell you, don't stay away from this woman because this woman is this woman is that, this woman is this woman is that. I'll give you an example of two different scenarios and how it played out. So one time in my life, I met this friend. Apparently her husband was here in the US, right? My husband too was here in the US. And we were together like friends, knowing that, hey, we'll comfort each other because guess what? Our husbands are in the US. We are in Cameroon, missing them, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I had a lot of friends. You might be thinking it's you, but it's not you. I have a lot of friends whose husband is not only you, my dear. But if you think that it is you and you want to comment here that it is you and show yourself out, good for you, because I'm not going to call your name or give clues that it is you, except you come and make people know that it is you. Anyways, so this friend of mine, we were together and I decided to spend some time in her house. And when I spent some time, I think I spent a month. I actually spent a month with her. And in the course of spending a month with her, not that I want to be bad or anything, but it looks like she had some other person. And I was trying to tell her to stay away from the other person and just keep herself for hobby, that she can do it and stuff like that. And I know those kind of things, right? So when I told her all of that, I think 2 or 3 weeks inside our living together, she had a dream where somebody pressed her. I think, yeah, pressed her or attacked her in that dream. And I don't know, apparently the person used my face or something, but I too have been having something like that when I was living with her. I've been having it, but I was not speaking about it. I was just praying against it, right? But when she had her own experience where she saw my face hurting her in the dream, she called her husband and she told her husband, right? And her husband said, stay away from that girl. By the way, she's very beautiful. She looks like a Mami Wata. She can do all those things that you have told me that you are doing. I was not the only one staying in that house with her. We were living like it was like a family house with other people in that house. Mind you, that it was a family house with other people in that house. Besides, we go out of the house, we walk around the neighborhood and stuff like that. A witch can come inside your house, whether it's somebody from inside or outside, right? But she had painted this picture to her husband, how evil I am, how I'm a mermaid, I'm a witch. But the next day, she and I will eat from the same pan, but the same plate. But she will tell hubby how I've been pressing her in the night and stuff like that. So how did I even get to know it? So one time I was talking, when she came to the US, then she later on came. I came before her, and then she later on came to the US. And I called her and was welcoming her, talking, and then the husband said, give me the phone, let me talk to her. I could hear him from the background. He took the phone and he went, so when did you get here? I explained. I said, oh, this time, during this time. I said, oh, since that you came, you did not even call me, blah, 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 blah. Said a whole lot of things. He said a whole lot of things that made me understand that the discussions that I've been having with her, with his wife, she has been telling him, right? And because she was telling him these things, he was gathering them, keeping that information, thinking that I'm the demon, not knowing that she was the one even that was sleeping around and doing stuff around. You understand? But I was even trying to caution him and even protect him, but he was protecting her from me. You understand how these women games go, right? The way these things goes. So at the end of the day, I wash hand for that girl back. The things that her husband said, oh, now that you're in this country, indirectly, like I'm a witch, that kind of a thing. Like indirectly, you're calling me a witch and stuff. Oh, now that you're in this country, there are so many resources to get delivered. You can go to these palm readers and stuff like that. They'll read your palm and do a whole lot of stuff. You can do what and stuff. I told him, I said, my brother, I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and my Savior. And I did that when I was 12 years old. And I am not turning back. And since the day that Jesus came into my life, I believe that the Holy Spirit is still in me. And nothing is taking that from me. So I don't care if you or the world think that I am a witch or a wizard or whatever it is that you want to name me. I know that I am beautifully and wonderfully made in His image. And for that, I am so grateful. I am very grateful. I did not buy my beauty with money. Neither did my mother go and give some juju things to make me. No. The way I came into the world, it is how God had destined it for me, and I accept it. Okay? So, at the end of the day, that discussion ended, right? Today, if anything is going on in his life, it's Mimi he wants to talk to, because guess what? There's a time that he even wanted to leave her. I was the one again begging. So sometimes when your fellow women are sitting by you or doing things by you, don't run to go and be telling your husband to paint that woman black so that you will look good, because guess what? At the end of the day, you want your husband to know that even though she's beautiful like that, she has bad character. Even though she is doing this like that, she once told you that this happened. Even though, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, because you're only teaching him how to treat you. You're only teaching him how to love you. You're only teaching him what to do to you. Okay? Another experience. And this one happened while I was here in the US. I was visiting a friend, and she was doing fish, fixing fresh fish in her sink. And she was cooking at the same time and doing that at the same time. So I got in her house. I'm like, you know what? Can I do the fish? And, can I do the fish while you continue what you're doing so that it doesn't get burned and stuff? She's like, yeah, sure. Do the fish. I jump in the sink. I did the fish. Some people will take out the geese or gizzard from the fish. Some people will leave it in the fish. I turn and ask this girl, do you want me? It's her house. It's not my house. Do you want me to take it out? Because I usually take it out. Do you want me to take it out or leave it? Because I had just gone there when she had started. It's not like she had gone through it already that I could just go inside and look and see what she did before, right? She said, oh, you can leave it, right? So I took out all the nasty from the fish and cut the fish. Asked her how many pieces does she want. She told me I cut them. This girl came back and then said I should do onions. I did onion. I was just watching. Sometimes women, I don't know what you gain when you want to bring another woman down. When you want to show your husband, say, now you sabi, your husband already know your worth. The good thing is that the good thing now, say these men, they know us even before we even want to talk about that other women. You are only telling him how wicked your heart is concerning another woman, how jealous you are concerning another woman. And then guess what? He will feel pity for that woman that you're telling her. Sometimes even these men will even tell you to stay away from that woman to protect that woman. Do you know that? Because of the evil that you have in your mouth, speaking the things that you're speaking. They know you. They know your wealth. You don't have to prove a point to your husband to know that you're a good woman. The other woman is a bad woman. So at the end of the day, I was making that fish. I cut them as she said I should do it. This girl came back and stood on the fish, right? I saw her cleaning it again. I did not mind because it's her house. Of course, even me, I can still do that. I did not mind. But what got me was that a few months later after that experience, we were visiting or eating. I don't remember if it was her house or my house where we were eating. And she brought a topic of a girl who cannot cook. She brought up a topic of a girl while we were eating, of a girl who cannot cook. One time she just said, hey, one time a friend visited and she gave her fish to make, and the way this girl made that fish, there was still some of this nasty thing from the fish inside. She did not take it out. And this, when her husband was eating the fish, the husband was just saying, who made this fish? Because I know that it is not you. You usually take out all of these nasty things. And then she told the husband that it was that girl that made the fish and stuff like that. And the husband was so angry, like, why did you give her the fish to make? And stuff like that. I was sitting right there, I just laughed. I joined the discussion. It took me, I think, 2 or 3 days to process that conversation. I don't know why it came back to my memory, because I also joined her, to talk about it. But I was not talking about it like blaming the girl for making the fish the way she made it and stuff like that. I was just saying that for me, I feel like people have their way of doing things. Some countries, they'll even just boil the fish up before they take it out. And in the process of taking it out, somebody can forget some of those little pieces and stuff like that. It doesn't mean that that person does not know how to cook, or that person does not know how to do fish or clean fish. Things do happen, I was actually defending that person, not knowing that I was defending myself. It took me 2-3 days to know that this girl was talking about me on that table while we were eating, because I had to put the puzzle together the way her husband reacted when she was talking about it, right? I could figure out that, oh, So this girl set me up for failure because apparently she left one head fish there in that fish where she did not take out the gizzard, right? So that she would present it to her husband to show that it was Mimi who made this food like this. So that what the husband will begin to look at Mimi and say, see, this one, all she knows is she's just fine like that, and that is it. Women, I don't know what you stand to gain when you bring another woman down. You are only bringing yourself down, because guess what, at the end of the day, on that table, right, when she was saying all those things, right, the husband was disrespecting her, because every time she was trying to speak, he would just cut her off and turn around and focus on the conversation that we had on our own side that we were having. Every time she tried to bring something up, it's like the husband already knew, right? And because of that, the husband felt pity, and like, you know, he already knows who you are, and he knows that you're trying to bring another woman down. Guess what? You are pushing him closer to that woman without even knowing. Sometimes you do this thinking that you're pushing him away. No, you push him closer to that woman without even knowing that that is what you are doing. Because guess what? He wants to come closer to her to see those things that you have said that you have seen in that woman. To be sure that the things that you have spoken about is the things that that woman are the things that that woman is doing. Women, please, my advice for you today: be careful when a frail woman confides in you, tells you things about her life, her marriage, her relationship, whatever the case may be. Keep your mouth shut to your husband. Don't tell your husband. Some of these husbands will even use those things against you to even go and sleep with that your friend or that other woman. Do you know that? Do you know that? Keep your mouth shut. Some of these husbands would sleep, and then the two of them, the two friends, that's how you will see that they will be doing things behind your back. You will never know, because guess what? You talk to him, you talk to her. So guess what? They know the things that you say, and they know how to play their card. Most women who take a very long time to realize that their husbands have been dating their friends, right, it's because they talk to their husband the things that they talk to their friend, and they talk to their friends the things that they talk to their husband. Keep your mouth shut. You no go die if you no tell your master all thing where you and your friend discuss them. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your husband out of your friendship with your friends, right? Know the limit of the things to talk to him about with regards to the discussions that you have with your friends, because you're only digging your grave. You are only burning the bridges that you have, because at the end of the day, you have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go, and that same man will drop you there like that. You have nowhere to go after he has told you to stay away from this, stay away from that person, do this, stay away from that person. And you are happy, you're bouncing. My husband loves me very much. He doesn't want me to hang out with Miranda. He doesn't want me to hang out with Linda. He doesn't want me to hang out with Emily. He doesn't want me to hang out with Emma. No. My husband. We all have husbands. We all have husbands. Yeah? I always tell women, marriage is not a guarantee that you will last in it forever. Marriage does not guarantee that you two will be together. Today you can be together, tomorrow it falls apart. Now only God guarantee marriage. Nobody guarantee marriage on this earth. Now only God. I have seen pastors who have divorced. I have seen God-fearing men up and down who have divorced their wives and remarried. Or women who have divorced. I have seen beautiful women who have divorced. I have seen handsome men, best relationship, best couple, check. Best good husband, check. Good wife, check. Financially stable, check. Communication, check. But at the end of the day, the marriage is not there. Now only God guarantees marriage. Right? Don't use another woman's name to fix your marriage, or to have a topic to talk about in your husband to make your husband feel hate that woman. I have even had another situation where this girl actually tried for her husband to see my nakedness. Yes, these are the things that women do. I was dressing, and she knew that I was dressing, and she was seeing me naked, and she was calling him to come inside my room and take something. You see how evil women are. Why? Because she wanted him to see my stretch mark or something on my belly. I have given birth to children. I have a little bit of stretch mark, which I'm not afraid of. I wear my 2-piece shirts or dresses. Right? I go to the beach the way I want to go. I am actually proud of it. So I don't know what came over her that she thought that her husband see me the way I am. He see me, because I started thinking about the whole thing. I was like, is this girl normal? Because I had to run inside my restroom and shut the door. Like, what the hell? And guess what? That experience, I never ever opened my mouth about that experience to talk about it to my own spouse or that something like that happened. That is wisdom. That is how you use wisdom. Not be all thing where you did talk. Some things you just have to pray about them and cover it and know that God is in control. I was shocked that that experience happened, but it is the truth. And then I came back, I told her, I said, you called him while I was naked. Are you crazy or what? Don't ever try that again. You know? And then when I was processing the whole thing, I just realized that, you know what? This guy must have talked to him about, hey, he surely find out when you don't wear clothes, you don't see belly, stretch mark, or those kind of discussion that women will bring to just bring down another woman. What do you gain when you do that? I don't know, because I don't do that. I don't. So thank you guys. It is the end of our video. If you've not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscription button. I love you, and stay tuned to GoToMimi. Invite others to join you. Mwah. Mwah.